Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Soul Eater episode 15. So really quick, I did change up my lighting a bit. I tried to go with some LED lights to brighten things up. I actually still, even though it feels very bright, my camera is still very dark when I try to, like, not use the compensating light tool. So I don't know. There's all that moving shit you can still see. It's not terrible, but I'm still like on the search to try to fix it. I don't know if it's lighting or whatnot, but yeah. Anyway, so if you notice the lighting's different, that's why. Anyway, last episode of Soul Eater. Oh, also sorry, real fast. Subtitles might not be in the bottom bar like I have been doing for Soul Eater. We're gonna see. I'm gonna try my best to come up with a solution, but there's a really weird way I have to go about doing it for Soul Eater. Um, and it involves like converting file types, and one method I found to convert takes like it looks like it was going to take like over an entire day to convert the file, and then the other way I found out just had like a crap ton of errors. Like, you if you paid attention to the subs in the previous episode, that was the episode where the converting was going to take like an entire day, so I was like, I can't do that, and I had to do like a manual convert, which did not work very well. So without me having to go and edit every single line of the subtitles, I might just not put it in this time. But I'll try to find a workaround, so we'll see. But anyway, sorry for the long delay, or the long rant. Last episode, real fast, we had a written test. It was a very funny episode. I was dying laughing throughout the whole thing. There was some awkward moments and some great moments, and I really liked the episode. But now we have something new, I'm assuming, because they finished their written test, so let's jump into it to see what happens this time. Alrighty, guys, we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Alrighty. I'm curious. You might see me looking at my other monitor a lot because it's new lighting. I just want to make sure everything's okay, even though it's not that extreme of a difference, I don't think. I'll probably do a side-by-side comparison and see what's better quality. But I'm still going to make some tweaks. What do we got going on here? Black Dragon! An actual dragon? Oh, that it's big. Or is that a ship? That might be the mast of a ship. It looks like fabric. Jesus. It's still going! Okay. That's not even the mast of a ship, that's the front of a ship. Right? I think? What the heck is that thing? It's just some crazy thing. I don't know. Opening time, though. Uh. Alright. Yeah, I've been wanting to figure out the light problem, but I've been having hard drive issues where they've been filling up, so I ended up getting a 10 terabyte hard drive, and I just went to install it today. And it turns out that even though, sorry for the nerd talk, but my Windows is installed on my SSD, but apparently when I installed that, it put a boot partition on the drive I'm trying to remove, even though Windows isn't installed on it at all, but it decided to do that anyway way back when I built my computer, so I need to reinstall Windows because my computer won't boot when I put the new hard drive in, so messy stuff, but I should be able to reinstall Windows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to record videos tonight and tomorrow so I'm ahead just in case something happens, and then I'm going to reinstall Windows. Alright. Ooh. Interesting. Death isn't... Oh, it's Death the Kid in a cop. I was going to say... Oh, damn it. Oh, why didn't I say it? Because I noticed his legs were different. Like, Death sits on, like, the little peg. And he kind of, like, teeter-totters around, it seems like. And I noticed the legs, and I was like, ah, oh, damn it, I should have said something. Oh, wow. It even looks like teeth, like massive teeth. Alright. This guy lived? He was the one that was looking at it, right? That was like right in front of it. Or does he just have the same mouth style? I do like his cloak thing that he's wearing. Do they know what the Black Dragon is? Where'd Death go? Oh, he walked up, okay. Hmm. Scaredy Cat lives and her merry friends, oh no! Patty, goddammit. It is good to go uneducated. Monkey. Ooh, Vikings. Oh, the fog. They're gonna encounter it already, maybe? I guess I call it the mist, but... Same thing. Yup, okay, so that is... It is a giant ship. That thing's crazy. I've definitely heard that name before, but I don't know much about the legend. Money, 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 money. Jesus. Oh. The blood streak. That's what you're upset about? Oh my god. I thought she. That's the absolute worst spot to ram them. And why would he stay close enough to the front? uh. Oh, jeez. Look at the skeletons. Uh-oh. Oh, it went back down. They're being sneaky. Liz just creeping behind Patty. Oh. That's a lot of souls. No, they're human. Yeah. Oh. You dodged it. Nice. Whoa, what? Uh-oh. Patty, goddammit. Patty is a hell of a character. Hmm. Present the souls to the kitchen. Let's talk about the ship. Hmm. Oh no, the rowboat. No, his cloak. There's only one of them. Yeah, his OCD isn't gonna let him only wield one, is it? Yeah. Freaking Patty. Oh jeez. Creepy kid voices. Is this gonna be her merry friends from the title? Oh no. I love that transition. That was perfectly timed. Well done, show. That's what she's saying to us with her butt full view of the camera. Don't look, don't look, don't look! Look at the right side of the screen, not the left! Oh my god. Holy crap. The delays in this show are ridiculous. Like, to the point where I actually thought my episode broke and I got scared. Like, not at first because they've done this before. That's so funny. They got me. Jesus. Jesus. Back to this. So what are you gonna do, Death? Are you just gonna go find Liz so you can wield both weapons? he passed up a bunch of friggin' passed up a bunch of good looking like royalty kind of ones weapons for the Thompson sisters. Oh, that guy has an axe in his head. Like a cleaver kind of thing. Do all the souls want help? I like how they're all just holding arrow signs. uh... Now they're holding them above their head for us, not even for her. That's so meta, I love it. She's gonna fall down the ladder because she's just too scared. Hmm. You disgust me. Oh, this is Liz. Thanks for all you've done. No bodies either. Is this like the past of the ship or something? Oh, here they are. It's mostly your own fault. What? Okay, turn to a gun. It's time to shoot. Oh, the music, kick it up. I hate the way he holds his guns. Like, it's definitely unique, but it's so weird. Whoa! Wait, what? Oh shit! It's Ragnarok, right? The demon sword. Yep. Is Medusa here too? I can't remember his name. It started with a C, didn't it? And here comes the scream. God, that's disturbing. What? Is it? Oh, it's like calling the souls up? And they're gonna consume them all to become stronger, maybe? Yep. Oh my god, that's not good. Scaredy cat lady. Yep, she just wanted help. You were too scared. Yeah, that's not good. Ugh, that sound effect was not pleasant. Here it comes again. This thing. And I imagine consuming those consuming those souls made it stronger, maybe? That thing's just wrong. Oh, yep. It's evolving. Oh my god. True Black Dragon. Alright. Death the Kid versus Ragnarok. Oh shit. He still has the wings and it's back in sword form. That's some crazy shit. Yep. I knew that was coming soon. Alright, so that was all a prep for what's coming up. Damn. Alright. Once again, Soul Eater is as crazy and ridiculous, but still good. We have this new outro. We had it last time, but Narumi Takahira is the voice actor for Patty. God bless that poor soul that has to do Patty's voice acting. I wonder, like, they must have. Sometimes I think about like the most silly things with voice acting, but like when I think of them having to do stuff like Patty's laugh, I imagine they recorded like maybe 10 different variants of that goofy laugh, and then they just use like them intermittently because her laugh isn't the same every time, you know. But I imagine like they don't in every episode that Patty's in, they don't have her redo that laugh. I imagine they just have the same sound clips, right? Alrighty, guys. So that is the end of episode 15. Good stuff. But yeah. Anyway, so we have this. You know, we've always had kind of people from the past like Jack the Ripper and stuff like that in these stories showing up. And now we have a Viking legend of Nidhogg, which is rumored to be a black dragon in the sea or whatnot. I don't know the actual. I've heard of Nidhogg before, but I don't know the actual lore behind it. Unfortunately, I'm not very good with Norse mythology at all. But that's pretty cool. Regardless, just having that be a part of the story, I think is pretty neat. So yeah, it seems like it's a. So I don't know, like, what it is. Is the ship a Kishin, or is it gonna be, or like I wonder what the ship is, because obviously we have that one guy who seems to be like in charge of it, like the captain of the ship. But obviously we saw the ship like open up and drop not Patty, Liz down, and then we also saw it open up and eat like half that town, apparently. So there's a lot more to it than just a ship, you know? There's definitely something like, because the guy said that he was collecting the souls for the Kishin that's right next to you. And I mean, the only thing that was really next to death would have been the ship, right? So, because if I'm not mistaken, I have been a little confused about this from the start, so I apologize if I'm off on this, but we haven't had like an actual Kishin yet, right? Like Kishins are what the DWMA try to prevent, so they're always going after, these people who are consuming human souls and trying to become a Kishin. We haven't ever seen one fully formed, I don't think. And they even called Ragnarok a fake, so Ragnarok is attempting to be one, but isn't, quite there yet. So I've always wondered, like, if I'm right on that assessment, then that means we might actually see a Kishin, and I wonder how strong they are. I wonder if this ship is supposed to be one of them, or is this captain trying to turn the ship into one of them? Or, he was saying, like, people want to praise the Kishin and stuff like that, so I wonder what's going on with that. I wonder if we're going to get in, like, more info, or, like, because it seems like Medusa and, because, like, the thing is like, in this episode, it seems like they set up this ship to be this thing that, like, seems like it would be like a reoccurring thing, something that's gonna like grow ever more powerful. But the thing is also this show is very episodic in a sense with an overarching story. But I feel like, when he was going on his rant about like becoming a Kishin, the people worshipping, I was like, that'd be a good story for a long lasting kind of villain type thing. But I'm not sure if it's going to go that way, because I feel like Death or someone, like, I don't know if more people will show up to help somehow, but I feel like Death will handle the ship before this is over. And now I think Medusa and Ragnarok, and I can't remember, it started with a C, I can't remember the guy that controls Ragnarok's name, but they're reoccurring characters that I imagine might end up becoming the Kishin, in that rumor that the captain talked about, of like, a Kishin that people want to follow and like believe in or something. I'm not sure. It could be interpreted many ways because it could just be that people worship Nidhogg, which was always this like ship with these souls. Even in the past, when Vikings were around, it could be the same ship, and that's what they called the Black Dragon. And that's where in this world their lore came from, and maybe that's why the people on the ship think they are to be worshipped because of this, myth that has been created about them. So there's definitely like different ways to interpret it. It might just be the ramblings of a mad ghost who would serve no purpose. Who knows? I don't, but yeah. As for Ragnarok consuming all of those souls, that's gonna be interesting. Obviously, he has wings now. The sword, I think, looked a little different than it did before in sword form. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it looked the same, but I feel like it looked a little different. So we have this character evolving and becoming stronger with the consumption of all those souls now, which will be interesting. I guess it's kind of cool because a lot of the times the villains are just these static bad guys who are like X amount strong, and then we have our heroes who are X amount less strong, and the heroes work their way up to the villains until they can take them out, or come up with a plan to defeat them or whatnot. But I feel like in this, they're setting up a character that can evolve with the good guys. And I think that's pretty cool. It's something that obviously I know this came first, but I watched My Hero Academia first. But My Hero Academia did that with you know, one of the big villains coming into the story in the first season, and now all the way into, however far, I don't want to spoil, I guess, you get to see the villain grow as it progresses, and it's pretty cool. I like it. I guess I did minor spoils, but sorry. um, but yeah, so it had the same kind of concept where the villain's getting stronger along with the heroes. So I like that. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, although our characters couldn't win against Ragnarok before, and now it's even stronger. So I mean, I know our characters have been training as well. So we better hope that they have gotten stronger, because that's not going to be great. I guess I'll talk real fast about the meta thing. The meta aspect of the ghost holding the signs was hilarious. Um, I didn't really realize that at first because they were holding them in a way that Liz could see, but then they showed a top down shot where Liz wasn't even in view of them, and they were just holding them above their heads for us, the audience, and that's very meta. I thought it was very funny. I'm kind of okay with meta perspective every now and then like that. Sometimes like breaking the fourth wall can be really funny, and I enjoy it. Obviously, if it does it too much, or like if it's out of place in the show that I'm watching, I'm not a fan. But um, I guess it just depends on how it's executed. But most of the time, I love it. So yeah. Doo-doo-doo. There was another part in the episode that I wanted to talk about. But what was it? There was I really loved like the interaction of like all the characters. Like Death is just really growing on me. Like just him, Patty, and Liz, all three of them together. Their personalities, obviously, I'm starting to predict it a bit more. But like Patty is just so over the top. Really, all three of them are over the top in their own ways, right? Because we have Patty, who just literally doesn't care about anything and just laughs at everything. Obviously, there might be a part of her that cares. I'm not saying that she's like heartless and all that, but she just laughs everything off. That's her personality trait. Liz is a lot more down to earth, but seems to get scared more easily. I think that I haven't really identified Liz's like exact thing. Like I think she's been scared in several episodes now, right? Even though she like her demeanor seems like she would be like the confident one. But then we also have Death, who is so OCD that he can't even, wield one of his weapons without the other one because it would be asymmetrical. Um, so it's funny. I've really been growing on their characters, even though sometimes I feel like the gags are a little too overdone. Now, this is just something I have to get used to because in a lot of the shows I watch that have these, because I'd say Soul Eater stories are pretty good, but a lot of the shows that I watch that have these good stories, they're to be taken more seriously, but then have funny moments. Whereas Soul Eater, I feel like, is something so different that I have to get used to because it's more like a lot of funny stuff and then a few serious moments. And sometimes I have a hard time because I try to take the silly moments serious every now and then, and I feel like I'm ruining the experience for myself. So I just need to remember that this is, a fun, silly show with some serious moments, and I need to remember it that way because, if I get too hung up on trying to take the funny moments serious, like if I got like too into where like the ghosts were holding the signs and I'm like, well, how are ghosts holding the signs? That took me out of the story. It didn't, because I just thought that part was funny. That was one of the times where I just let the humor, overtake the story. But, there's obviously like stuff like that where you could overanalyze a situation and find yourself like not liking the story as much because you're overanalyzing it. Um but yeah, the friggin' flashbacks with how Death got the Thompson sisters, which I think we kind of knew a little bit about where the Thompson sisters came from. But just seeing them in their like thug persona, like Patty with her like tongue out the whole time with like the crazy eyes, and then Liz just being like a badass is kind of funny, and I like how goofy they are now and how we see them now, because I wonder if they were always like that and just putting on a front to like survive, or what. But that was interesting. I also really appreciate the transition they did in this episode. I imagine they had to have done it on purpose, right? Like they literally had it like panning up to a ghost ever so slowly. You can see like the ghost's legs, and even though it was like a kid voice, I'm sure there were some people like, I wouldn't say I was like scared by it, but I'm sure there were some people that could be unsettled by it, especially as like a kid maybe too watching this, or like the younger audience, because I know like a lot of people like, I'm pretty sure this released when I wouldn't say I was a kid, but I was probably like fairly young. Like, I'm actually really curious now. When did Soul Eater air? Because I'm curious, like, how old I would have been. Let's see. What? It just took me. What? That's stupid. I googled it and it brought me 2008. Okay, so that's pretty old, but I'm pretty old too, because that would have meant I'd be, when it started airing, I would have been 18. So yeah, I would have been pretty old at the time of, if I did watch this when it came out. And yes, I actually turned 28 on the 10th of this month. So yeah, 4 days ago. But yeah, man, I'm getting old. Anyway, yeah, so 2008, That's interesting. I just wonder if there was any like younger audience watching it and they got to that cut point because it's like panning up the legs and then you're like, oh, it's a ghost, and then boof, like it transitioned. And that was just so funny. I love it. I love it, love it. I want more scary anime. I think there's some coming out that I might actually like watch not on my own, but like right now I'm watching Violet Evergarden on my Patreon as well as this, and I picked that just not as a poll show, just as something extra. I didn't plan on doing a second show, but I just did it as something that I really wanted to do. Um, and that's why I started it. I might do the same for some of those like scary shows that are like the more like horror genre anime that are coming up, because I tend to really like that genre. I don't know why. Um, I think there's a few episodes in a few shows that have like it's silly, but they have horror aspects to them, and it's actually like really unsettling, and it makes me really realize like how good a horror anime can be. But there's not a lot of them. Like I've watched a few of them. Like I think I found like Another a little unsettling when I first watched it. It was so long ago I can't quite remember. And then there was a few other like horror anime that I had watched that I found like unsettling, but I there's only like a handful of them maybe. I'd love more of them, but yeah, I'm going on like tangents and rambles about random stuff now. But yeah, I mean, I guess the only other thing, even though it was just there to be silly, but it showed Death had so many different options. Obviously, Death the Kid is Lord Death's son, so obviously he's gonna be kind of royalty. So he had all these like royalty options when he was getting his weapon, and you could see them all in like fancy dresses, like attractive and probably very strong and stuff like that. But he went with the Thompson sisters instead. That was like a funny little story. Like I would say it's like cool because he just liked them, but really like the reason is because they're two weapons, so he can keep his symmetry. It wasn't because he's like, oh, these people are living on the streets going through hard times, Nope, it was just, hey, I'll be symmetrical if I have them, so I picked them instead. But yeah, I mean, other than that, great episode. A lot of funny, silly moments, some cool, serious stuff going on too in the overarching story of the show, and yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're not, if you're watching this on my Patreon, I appreciate the support. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye!